I don't have any idea why I'm doing this, but hi. No poetry. I haven't had a chance to go look for some poetry, um, but I did. I did run across something. I've been recently discovering um, the thing that every adult of middle age and above that has come before me has discovered, but nobody ever bothers to tell their kids about, is that the older you get, the more likely it is that you're going to go into a drawer or a box somewhere, and something there is going to capture your attention, and you're just going to hold it for a little bit, possibly for the first time in years, possibly since the first time you saw it. Maybe it's a photo, maybe it's an object, and it takes you back almost immediately to a time and a place where you last encountered that object, where that memory captured in the picture is, you can expand upon it very easily because it holds a significant place in your memory, right? And so you just find yourself doing this unexpectedly. And that's what was happening tonight. And it's sort of part of what the whole Superfluous Adventurers program was going to be. But anyway, to get to the point, I found some cards. And it's always interesting. What is this? Who? It's always interesting to run across cards. I have so many of them. This was just in the first little stack. Um, because they can remind you in so many ways of who people were, and who you once were, right? Because um, certainly over time you change. Usually that's for the better, but sometimes you lose something along the way. This is from L.V. Zimmerman. L.V. was a friend of my mother's, very good friend of my mother's. One of the first families to befriend us when we moved from Virginia to Louisiana when I was 1.5 years old. Uh, and the Zimmermans were our buddies and our friends. Rich Zimmerman, Elvie's husband, was the head of drama department down at USL, and we knew their kids, and we had holidays together, and they were very dear to us while we were down there. And then we moved away in '84. And in '86, 2 years later, I graduated, and Miss Elvie sent me this, and I haven't really completely read it yet. Dearest Keith, as I sit writing this letter, I can't believe Keith Flippin is graduating from high school and college bound. So this is my high school graduation. Seems like yesterday we all lived on Crawford Street. In my mind, I can still see you playing in your front yard, the little boy with the huge brown eyes. Oh, now you are ready to enter chapter two. Just like chapter one, it holds smiles, frowns, achievements, and failures. So many new things waiting around each and every corner. Enjoy chapter two and live it to the highest. Remember, you can make dreams reality. Give life 100% always. Smile and enjoy. Wish I could be sitting front row center to see you graduate. We will be with you in our thoughts and prayers. Best wishes and lots of love from all the Zimmermans. I sure hope I wrote a thank you letter back. I sure hope I did. Mr. Riches has been gone from us for a number of years, and Miss Elvie's still going strong. And and every word of that was sincere. I know people write things in letters and cards and say, "Oh, I wish we could be there," but I know for a fact, based on how close our families were, that she meant every word of that, wanting to be on the front row. I also hope that my mother returned this level of kindness, care, and connection back to Miss Elvie after we left. I don't know if she did. That's one letter. What's this one? Oh, this is what show? What is this? This is for a show, uh, and this is from Michael, my friend Michael Joyner, and I think it was. I don't even remember what show this was. We did a few together. First show together we did was Private Wars. There are funny people and unfunny people. On the funny side, there are the Marx Brothers, except Zeppo, the Ritz Brothers, no exceptions, and Woody Woodpecker. On the unfunny side, there's anyone who's ever played the unicorn profession. Unicorn. Fuck, I fucked that up. Accordion professionally. Benji's a quote from Benji Stone, my favorite year. That's Michael's. Michael was one of the most comically oriented people I have ever known. And he's now a teacher of very young students, young impressionable minds. And I hope that that level of, and I'm sure it does, that level of his comedic orientation and his careful observation of opportunity has benefited those kids. And it is. It's whoever's played the accordion professionally, and the card does that. That's nice. Now this. So Jeffrey and I met in 1995. And our first date, we went to a CD store, big box CD store where you could listen to the CDs before you bought them. Really? And like free samples. You just go and so we went and we spent an hour there, and then we went to see a movie next door. And I never met him before. We met online on a bulletin board system for gay men. And his handle was Mechanic and mine was Alan. Because at the time I dialed into this BBS and it asked for a username, I freaked out. I said, well, what do I want to call myself? And MASH was on the television. And Alan Alda's name popped on the screen. And I went, okay, Alan. I'll just be Alan. And Jeffrey's was a mechanic. And Jeffrey drove a 1963 Buick Riviera, which I had never seen. And we didn't have any way to send pictures ahead of time. So he just said, I'll be driving that car. And when I saw this old car pull in, and this cute guy with his glasses on behind the seat, I thought, oh, there we go. And it was a lovely night. And then a couple days later, he sent me a card. A card. And it says, Dear Keith, thank you for a wonderful dinner and evening. I hope I expressed enough how much I enjoyed your company. I'm looking forward to this Saturday. I know we will have a great time. I don't know what that is then. So our first date must have been a dinner? I thought it was that movie. I don't know. Interesting. I'm going to have to ask Jeff. And then the final one is this one right here. This I wrote. So it was 1995. 1995. 96. It was the summer of 96. And I was down, I was supposed to be shooting a TV movie with Connie Selica and Twiggy called Something Borrowed, Something Blue. And we were supposed to start shooting on Thursday, and on Tuesday, the weather forecast was showing for a major hurricane to blow into Wilmington. And so I kept calling my agent saying, are we still doing this? I haven't heard anything. And the word I get back is, yes, just in case it blows around the city, we want to be ready to roll on Thursday. So get down there. I'm like, fuck, are you serious? So I drove down to Wilmington and checked into the hotel, and sure enough, just a couple of hours later, the hurricane blows into the city. The hurricane blows into the city, and I'm in a hotel, and I'm watching the windows bow in from the force of the winds. I'm on the river, I'm the Cape Fear River. Watching these windows bow in, and I just like, well, I'm gonna be stuck here for a while. So I sat down and I wrote Jeffrey a letter because this is what we did for the longest time. We wrote one another cards all through the 90s until email, and emails ruined it. I got to tell you, that if there's a reason I hate email, it's because I don't do this anymore. I should make myself. Jeff, only a short time ago we spoke on the phone. Since the power and phones have gone out, and I, mollified by a beer or two, have resigned in the battle of the leaky windows. The water is spread and run beneath the carpet across the room to beneath my bed, but the windows have held. It is a peculiar feeling, nice in a way, to be reminded for a moment just how tiny and vulnerable you really are. The whole city from my window is just blinked out. Naught but darkness meets my stare, and I sit, Cratchit-like, I sit Cratchit-like, writing by light of a candle. I do wish you were here. That could have been read in a very funny way. My room sounds like that scene from It's a Wonderful Life where they move into the house, all the leaking windows and everything. It's been a while since I've written you. Thought it would be nice, though it seems more spirit than substance. Give Nakana a big hug and yourself a bigger one. Priorities, you know. Nakana was his dog. I will see you in 20 days, scratched through it. Avogadro's number, scratched through it 14, X through it 7 days or so. I love you, Keith. P.S. I hope it's readable. Oh, over. By the way, I admire you for taking advantage of your opportunity and going through math hell. He was returning to get his degree or his associates. He was taking classes again. I will be patient and strong for as long as you need me to be. You are my favorite ISTJ. By the way, again, I have taken advantage of water tension and a Rube Goldbergian assemblage of towels and garbage pails to collect the water. Now, as long as I don't see Noah float by, I won't worry. See you soon, my love. Keith. So that's what happens. And before you know it, the night's lost. Be kind. Be kind with other people's things and the reason they hang on to things. I think the worst part of dying probably is the fact that all of the shit to which you have attached very specific memories, like a card catalog or a Rolodex for your brain, that when you die, it all just becomes somebody else's crap. And we say this all the time. Probably the smartest thing we could do when we die is get family to come and grab, like 3 or 4 things they really want, and then just burn the person along with the rest of their belongings so that shit just does not flood the world. Let them take their memories with them along with the objects they are attached to. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Bye.